Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video. Today is the big day. Finally, we're beginning Shadowbringers. I'm really excited for this. It's been a long time coming since we got to the end of like 4.3 even. I've just been waiting in anticipation for this, so I'm really excited to finally get to experience the Shadowbringers story. I know all of you guys have been super excited for me to experience it, so I'm really stoked to be able to get to go through it with you all and share my experience with you guys. But as always, before we get into today's episode and begin the next expansion, I know you guys love these. Let's do a short little recap of the events leading up to Shadowbringers. So after finally defeating Yasuo, who was the primal Tsukuyomi, and having her whole swan song, which is a really emotional, epic fight, gorgeous arenas, we discover that Xenos is actually still alive. We go check out his grave, and he's not in there. Meanwhile, Alphie, on his way to Garlemald to do some political stuff with Maxima, crashes in the middle of the burn and meets a quirky little character called Shadow Hunter, who later we find out is actually, drumroll please, Mr. Gaius Van Belsar. Come right down. Former legatus of the 12th Legion of the Garlean Empire. As they travel together and make their way through the outskirts of Garlemald through the resistance camps, they come across horrors of chemical warfare called Black Rose, a new weapon developed by the Garlean Empire themselves. And it's around this point that most of the Scions begin to experience headaches, where we would hear a voice calling to us, telling us to throw wide the gates. Also speaking of a flood of light, calamity, travel to the first, all of this stuff that's very confusing to a little sprout like me. And so one by one, these events, these callings, end up taking each of the Scions into basically a vegetable state. Starting with Thancred, then Alphino, then Urianger and Y'shtola, and finally ending with the War of Light themselves, right as we're about to get our head cut off in the epic final battle with Xenos, who's actually not Xenos because he's an Ashen and Solus has the whole Empire thing. The real Xenos is seemingly possessing another body of what looks like a resistance fighter in Garlemald. There's lots going on as we get into Shadowbringers, but we end up meeting our boy Chris in this vast place. That's the best description I have for it. But he tells us that our only task is to search for a device left at the base of the Crystal Tower. The only thing I can think of that was there was a little GPS that we threw in at the end of the Crystal Tower raid series in A Realm Reborn from Nero. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on there either. So we have a lot to find out, and I'm sure it's going to be exciting. I am stoked to get into this expansion. I hope you guys are too. Let's get into it. Okay. Am I prepared for this? Is this gonna wreck me? Okay, boys. We start. Good news too, we've had... Whoa. Okay, I missed that. Whoa, great start. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Okay. A path I doubt we'd ever had found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, it's pretty tedious work. Exactly, so I was thinking we should go and lend a hand. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. Chris. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. All right. Whoa! New quest accepted music. Forgot that happened. Sick. Heading to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Take the boat to the survey site. Oh, we get the little mega, or the alpha thing. So what is this place? Is this like, this big wall is like the tower? Is this like the base of the tower?
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour.
Hey!
Maybe you change our look. We found bugger all without you.
Figs! Well,
Big Swedge! It's been some time since we actually heard their voices.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business. So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Oh.
Thank you,
Ned.
both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
We could ask Nero. Unless he just like dipped. What happened to Nero? He just like run off with his
I'm
little
not seeing anything out here.
glasses.
Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
He went to buy a Ferrari, that's right. He's in his midlife crisis.
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Tatari will
Try
go
if you
in.
like.
There we go.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I'm about to find it, aren't I? It's gonna be right in the open. Oh, the invisible.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
What is that? It's like a cog?
What's that you got there?
What's
Now
that?
that looks promising.
That looks like the Scions logo, or like the Ironworks logo.
Isn't that the Ironworks?
Yeah.
Counterfeiters?
Huh. Oh,
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Chris!
Stay with me. Focus on my voice.
Oh, is this what he was looking for?
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
I thought it was the GPS.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh,
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends.
Tataru.
Bring them home.
Oh my god. Is this the gates? Throwing? I'm throwing gates in the middle of the vacuum of space and time. Oh,
Oh, do not look at me, sir.
Sparky.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in
Oh my god, brain overload. Is this a Final Fantasy XIV ASMR
Everything
experience?
right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
So these are all the worlds, maybe? These are all like the... Oh, is that Minfilia? Or is that Word of the Mother Minfilia?
Your time has not yet come.
Oracle of Light? The burn? What is that? Oh, it's him. The Warrior of Darkness. The big ass axe. Where are we? Chris? You there, bro? Ooh, pretty trees. Dang. What is that? Is that the Crystal Tower?
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
That sky is so pretty. This whole place is so pretty already. Holy shit. Is this the guy from the start? It is! Except it's not really him. Hey, you remember me?
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
It's a long story. What do you mean this time of night? Right, it's day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
Okay.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Ah. So this is their world, and it's the light thing. It's being consumed by light. That's what Chris was talking about before.
Over 100 bleeding years ago. That's when.
Wow. It's been day for 100 years.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
I've seen some shit, man.
Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
They?
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby.
Is he giving me a chocobo?
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Sick.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
The Crystarium. I hear it. The music. I love this outfit, by the way. Shout out to Taru.
Dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Is that that's their version of the Crystal Tower then?
There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Ah. Awesome. Shit. This is awesome. Is this cheating, chat? Is this cheating? Should I? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna spoil it. Everlasting light. So is the weather always the same here then? Dude, I'm like awe-inspired by this already. Holy crap. Oh shit. Cutscene.
Halt.
Oh, wow. That in the background. Oh, wow. Hey.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
She's
This
European.
is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
What is that accent? Is that like Swedish? Oh, Icelandic? That makes sense. I like her.
From where do you hail?
Ulda. True. I'm from Ulda. Nice to meet you.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
You haven't seen it.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We
What?
care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment.
No!
And I will not suffer you to pass.
A bit. No. Oh, I thought you. What the heck was that thing? I thought she was gonna attack me. Holy shit, she's a badass. What is that?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Shit. God dang. Oh. Oh. Wait, don't tell me he killed that guy and took his ring. I know this keep thing.
Everything all right, Captain?
It's Mr. Assassin's Creed himself.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Sin Eater.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Crystal Exarch. Is it Exarch or Exarch Arc?
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Damn right. I'm a VIP.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Well, she's nice.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
What's wrong with his face? And his hand as well. It wasn't Chris, it was Chris. And his body,
Right,
holy shit.
Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I mean, you didn't really give me a choice, Chris.
I had
Let's be real.
intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
So you put my life at risk, and he wouldn't even tell me his
So,
name.
we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Yeah, right? Personal quarters? Hello, dude? Like, buy me dinner first.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? And where are my companions? Where the hell is everybody? Where's my friends? Are they alive? You have any idea how much trouble you've caused?
An inkling, yes. I can only beg your forgiveness. Matters here forced my hand. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
What is it? Better to ask for forgiveness than permission? That's Chris's mantra.
With the glaring skies up above.
Right, the endless
Here in the first,
daytime.
The world has been all but consumed by primordial light.
Okay.
It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Wow. So is this all that's
and the
left?
fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
Oh, that's what those things are.
Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Right.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
At least he's
Though it meant
speaking some
depriving
sense.
the world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
Okay. Still pretty confused.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Yeah, let's see the place. Let's see the joint. Yeah, still pretty confused about like how we conceive anything. Wasn't that Minfilia's job? Wasn't she like sent there to fix shit? Maybe she failed. Holy crap, this place looks sick. Ooh.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope.
Baguette.
The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could
What
fail
is
to
that?
answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
They've even got a little chocobo pen. Shit, look at this. Nordrant, the Crystarium. This is sick. I already love the vibe of this place. Oh, fuck! Everybody just popped in. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look how many there are of you guys. Thank you guys. Look at this shit. How do you get so many people? Dude, this is so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate this. This was definitely the best one we've had so far. I did not expect this, man. Holy shit. Right, let me get a screenshot. So cool. I'm sure you guys will get some screenshots as well with your completely regulated, totally by the book, first party in-game tools that you use, right? Right? Should I RP walk it? Okay. Here we go. Dude, this is fucking awesome. Shit. What do we do now, chat? Tell me quick. Oh my god. I don't know where I'm walking. Okay, we get the thing. I don't walk into the thing. Holy shit. Can't see shit. Dude, how sick is this? Thank you guys again. Never seen that many people in Crystarium. This is definitely a Selly, for sure. Selly, was this your doing? Look how many people there is, dude. This is insane. Well, my loyal servants, it has been my pleasure to serve you this day. I hope to bring you all something and something else that other people who are better at this stuff will say. Go forth and... Oh, look at Alpha. So, just to be clear, guys, did we throw the gates yet? Are the gates thrown? I just want to soak it in. Just one more minute. Let me soak it in. All right, G-posers, you guys know what to do, right? Because I'm dog shit at taking photos. Andy, yo, whoa. You in the oil industry, buddy? 1,000,000 gil? Make it $9.99. You got yourself a deal. That's the policy around here. Thank you guys for setting this up, honestly. So crazy to see this. We'll do the epic walk back to Chris, and then we'll start with the quests. Dude, how fucking sick is this? Do-do-do. Well, Chris. Oh yeah, you guys can't see Chris. Sorry, Chris. We had some stuff to deal with, but yeah, now we're ready to throw the gates and stuff. You know what it is. Thank you guys once again. That was awesome. Before we get into like the quest stuff, you guys fucking rule. This is what he gets. He wants to drag me through the vacuum of God knows what. This is what he gets. I'm allowed to bring my friends. Yeah, sorry, Chris, can I bring 113 people with me as well? And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. He's like, what did I bring this guy here for? What the fuck? Wait, where did everybody go? Now, a full and frank discussion of the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. Me too. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Okay. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I'm sure you're only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back to your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I see, so we can go home. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman Catalyst, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps, take the exit on the left, and simply continue straight along until you come to large doors at the end of the path. Okay, I'm not going to remember that. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. That's pretty much my response. To the right and down. Where now? We could like my apologies. I forget how confusing the Crystarium can be for newcomers. Not to worry. I'm sure you'll soon become accustomed to its twists and turns. Can I like put my head down, bro, for like 2 minutes? Can I get a bed and like sleep? I just came across like the entire universe. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There's an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Okay. When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of the town. Until then, master of these markets. They give the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. We get like the guitar version now. That's sick. Hey guys. Come one, come all. I have entered with my following. It's a nice city theme as well. I like it. New to the city, friend? The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Not the 100 people, no. Welcome. My name is Bragi, and I'm the master of these markets. They give the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for elves such as yourself. Well, I guess I'm an elf, right? So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. They are tall supporters. I like it. I like it here. Actually, I'm an Elisian. Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Who this guy? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a hume, and the taller one is an elf like you. That sturdy individual over there is a Gulgent, whilst one with the horns is a Dran. Ah. The gates! Oh my god, is that an Amalja? And then you have the large scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Oh my god. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now, I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Crystal Exarch. Yes. Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much farther flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. Oh my god, look at this place. Holy shit, look at that tree. That's sick. It is like a little rainforest. They even have a little river? Ah. The gates! They have been thrown! Wide! Oh my god, look at this. Fucking great library of not Google. Okay, we've got Moron here. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well... What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? You can have all my faded scrolls, I have no use for them. My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. The librarian Moron. At your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. The Unending Journey, maybe? Their version of it? And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. Okay, chat. School time. What am I talking about? You guys are already experts. Okay. Ooh. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors... Villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us, the Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant. Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. Was that... Oh, I remember this guy from the trailer. I think she was in the trailer too, right? Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. They sound fucking terrifying, bro. Do they just like circle out there in the middle of nowhere? Like you're just like running around? And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange of Morin has taught you about the Flood of Light. Oh, story time! I just love the experience of everything is new and shiny, and my eyes are just going, oh, I'm drooling. Oh, like this. Oh, the courtyard. Holy crap, look at the size of this thing. That's a big crystal tower. I guess it's good that we got sun. Wait, it can't rain here, right? It's always light. Labor, you don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier. Oh, okay, if the Sin Eaters come knocking. So it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. I wonder if we have the same kettles that we saw in Omega. Little onion heads kettle. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Ul Moran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. This lie is gonna get exposed, I'm telling you. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. And any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned a crystal tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Why is he so powerful? It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. Cool. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. Interesting. He's immortal. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he, and you, wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you may be hiding. If you've aught to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catalyst, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Catalyst has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Cool. Oh my god, no. Okay, we need to run up for this. You ready? Peloton spam? No. No. I thought the PS4 upgrades allowed for this. These ones look different too, that's cool. The slight variation on the aetheryte shards. Look at these steps. Holy. Is this the gate? I'm gonna ask this until the end of this expansion, just so you guys know. Is this the gate we're supposed to throw open? Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems like you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that the details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. You've done as I requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what has befallen your comrades. Oh, this is the big, now we're getting to the good shit. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. Graha? I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? He's locked in there, bro. An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best we focus on the present. I guess he wouldn't be in this world. Okay, so we just run up the big steps. My loyal servants. Greetings, sir. The Exarch awaits you within. Enter the Crystal Tower. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, the floor.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
So my friends, where are they?
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the first.
Are they alive?
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Oh no. They're not like 80 years old, are they?
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first.
What?
And the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
How many hours did we... Oh no.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Oh. That's convenient, I guess.
As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Holy shit. Is Thancred gonna be like even more like edgy and...
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphie and Alisaie, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Wow. What age was he? Like 15 or 16? Maybe he's a little bit more mature now. Maybe he can actually stop being an idiot.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Okay.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Oh no! Oh, Thancred Seekid, that's who this is? Oh. So if I want to see my friends, I have to stay here. And find a way to send them back? What have they been doing all this time? I'm sure that's a very open-ended question. Then find a way to send them back. I guess that's what I'm doing here.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Oh.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways.
Yeah.
What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Why does he always get the future shit? Why can't it be someone else? Because when he tells the teal and you're like, what did you just say?
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's what the Ashians wanted.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Impossible.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
Aww.
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
That's it? Kill the flying
Considering
things?
the circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tales from them.
Yes.
I shall of course be
Gladly.
happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Okay.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
I'd say so, unless he's just completely lying to me. I miss my friends. I'll keep him on a leash. See you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
What does this mean?
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort.
Finally.
Once prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
So is this where he does like his summoning things, his calls? He just uses that room. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants, which as it turns out is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. The markets. This is pretty music.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Cool. But I'm already like geared. I'm good, I think. For now.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Ah.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood.
Good thing, because I just got some big donuts.
After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Makes sense.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil.
Oh, you did you?
Coins uncovered within the crystal tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
Perfect.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
Another coincidence. Cool.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Allegan stuff, I'm guessing. There we go. Tombstones, right? iPhones! We got iPhone 6s.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld.
Did Square release an iPhone case with that, like, design on it? Because if they didn't, man, they are missing out. Holy shit.
Avan Kerm Sin?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Hey, Lottie. Hey, it's a fairy.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind.
Oh, pixie.
For you, I have the most vital task.
A Scottish pixie.
This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm, and
Hey.
we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
Oh, she can go between and like take stuff?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift.
Of course she has ginger hair as well. For being Scottish.
How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Is she also an alcoholic? Maybe? Because that would be a cool character. Like, that could be fun.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
All right.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
I hope so.
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From
Sick.
this moment forth,
I don't really have
be
much.
your Isnefis, and you, my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
I solemnly swear. Oh, like that? Okay. Okay.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
What? If only marriage was that easy in real life, right?
Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Wait, so she's like...
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Is she just gonna like follow me around? Is this gonna be like Zelda? Oh boy. Is this gonna be... Listen. Mayhap a message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival. I go to Tataru. Tataru. We love Tataru.
Consider it done.
I doubt there's gonna be any issues with it though. This fairy seems pretty competent. Pixie, sorry, not fairy.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Bedge. Okay. So we met a pixie and I'm now married. Wow. As a result of your pact with Feo Ul, you now have access to delivery moguls, market boards, and summoning hells while in the first. Okay. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay to make use of it as you see fit. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings, pray rest, and recuperate. They still say pray here. Okay. And we shall reconvene in the Ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call to. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Oh. Do, 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 do. Oh, we got a little stove. Dude, this is sick. This is far better than Gordania or the Adventurers Guild. And a fucking balcony? Yes. Yo! Room upgrade. We got the VIP suite. Who dis? Oh! Ardbert? I did not invite you in here.
You're the warrior of light from the source.
You remember me? I suppose time, like, went really, long, right? He's probably like 50 years older since the last time we met. Dang, look at the blood on his axe. The Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yes?
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness.
Why is he glowing? Is he not here?
My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Oh, I see where you got your name, Ard. Okay. Ardbert. What an interesting name. He looks like an Ardbert.
Recall my tale. It was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Oh. Did they kill the thing?
We thought our home doomed, and so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their god's damned ardor.
Ah, they got used. You're not the first. Well, they are.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
So what happened to her?
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Sag.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Bro, you're asking the wrong fucking guy. I should just make up a number.
100 years.
Ooh.
100 long years.
So is he alive? Is he like a... Surely not, if it's 100 years. Oh. He dead.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade.
Apart from mine.
Cursed to do naught but drift.
Oh yeah, he had to die to travel. Ah.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges.
So why am I the only one that can hear him then? I wonder what's going on.
Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me?
Mm-hmm.
What are you even doing here, come to that?
Kind of a long story. We met this guy called Chris. You might know him.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This
we
world
get
is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it.
He's back in dick mode again. I remember this guy. Waste of time.
As my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
So he's in like
but do me a
purgatory.
Favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
He's so cynical. So he's in like purgatory until he can help me. Perfect. Ah, finally. Some rest and relaxation. I don't think I've ever had rest and relaxation in this game. I cannot recall one single instance. Maybe when nap time, perhaps, but that doesn't really count. Taki is so talented. Oh, I'm being rickrolled right now. I just realized. No! Fuck you, Taki! What the fuck? You guys can point and laugh if you want.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
It's actually such a sick apartment, dude. I love it. I got my own balcony. Oh yeah, the ghostly visitor. Right.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
Is he accusing me of hallucinating? Listen, if there's anybody who would understand this type of shit, it should be Chris.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Motherfucker. I'm not crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe that's the whole plot of this.
The only area to be spared the flood of light.
Right, we've seen that. Yes.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Okay.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
The fairy kingdom. I go meet the parents,
To the
I
east
guess.
lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Ah, Gridania.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Now, where's Merle?
An island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Oh, so that wasn't Ul'dah, that was Limsa.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
Good lad.
Alisaie, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Amh Araeng.
Okay.
They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters.
That sounds pretty terrifying.
In contrast,
they're
to her
right at the
brother,
wall.
Alisaie felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Shit, is she gonna be like an absolute badass?
So, will it be Calicia or Amh Araeng? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Which one was which?
Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Free mount. Let's go.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with
Oh yeah.
a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
Classic. Classic.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
I'm sure we'll see him again. Yo, that was sick. I don't think we've heard that before. Maybe we did, and I'm an idiot. Ready to depart for, I'm not even going to attempt to say that, Amh Araeng. Amh Araeng? Alisaie will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaru launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. I'll take them both. Fuck it. You will visit Alphanode in Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter of introduction, presented to Sem Genmai, the master of Bisa Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Okay. Here's my VIP badge. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amh Araeng. Are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. All set? Then off to the unforgiving sands we go. Oh, we're going to the desert? You can now travel to Amh Araeng. Speak with the adroit Amaro Teamer to fly to the desert. You can also use your ether compass to assist with locating ether. Okay.
Amh Araeng. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath Araeng once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Amh Araeng meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
I wonder, do they get sunburnt? Does the light sunburn you? I guess it's not a sun, but like... No matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. The sky may be as bright as in the scorching hours of day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop in Moored Soak to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and for you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright you lot, I'm off. And I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. Okay. Wait, should we fight? Let me fight. I haven't fought my first enemy yet. Let me fight this guy. Fight music. Let's go, baby. Oh shit, that's a big AoE. Oh, he made a little squeak when he died. I feel bad. Okay, we fought our first enemy of Shadowbringers. Woo! Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amh Araeng, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Oh shit. Fucking sick. It's kind of sunken into the sand. They built them big, didn't they? That's Kasur Sharl, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Araeng. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once one of Norvrant's mightiest nations. I'll go ahead and let him know we were, at least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabath Araeng's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. Those few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. No, not many to choose from here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than that Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Moored Soak. Let's press on, shall we? Is that this little village? It's got an etherite. Moored Soak. Not just full of Moored, but humans and all manners of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Moored before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Master Gen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Oh, it's like a little Gabu. Little ugly Gabu. That's a kobold.
Master Gen. This is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Moored Soak.
Moored Soak.
Souk is Moordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Amh Araeng.
Cool.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare.
Ah, so this is where the Ogumoro people come to trade.
As I told you before, not many visit Amh Araeng by choice, but Moored Souk's a different story. Merchants come from realms around to purchase the relics the Moored dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Moored do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money.
Okay.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a
I like
more
his hat.
philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
Oh, it's totally
Now
different
then,
place down here,
if
huh?
you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking
Okay.
of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Okay, we're buying something for 1 gil. You know how it is.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
Oh.
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
How much is that worth?
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
I thought they were gonna beat us up and steal it.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Come, I say!
Thank you, Gengen.
This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
I don't want a pot
Nothing
anyway.
better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
He seems like he's a little bit biased there. He's helping out the chef more than anybody else. I feel like the pot maker should have more of an equal share and opportunity there, no? Can I hit him with the dart? Silly customer, you cannot eat Ronron. Not even for Vober gold piece. Okay, what looks scrumptious? What are these? Ew. Sorry to all the French in chat. I guess we are an elf here, so we have to eat the lambas bread. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. But isn't it cold here? Oh, I have to do them all? Okay. I guess we're eating worms. Ew. Everyone's favorite. Plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want any other treat. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up in a chilly desert nights. Sounds like that's what we need. Oh, you'll like those, chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. So can I actually eat all of these things? Is this new food? Perchance? They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose, which to choose? I guess we go... I'm just going for the mush loaf. Fuck it. Ah, very wise. You won't wither on the sands with a gut full of cactus fruit filling. You have the gold. And done. 1 Voibertite honor buys you 40 loaves of bread. Okay, bro. Thanks. There's no way I'm eating 40, right? Put them in my inventory, please. Oh no, I'm gonna puke. No, we ain't sharing shit. Come on, champ. What an appetite. What a belly. A new legend is born in Mord Souk. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored ours. Oh shit. Come on. Come on, bud. Keeping the merchandise down, yes? No returns. I was watching from here too. You honored our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mord Souk. If you need anything in Amh Araeng, we are here to provide. Yeah, ha! You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Cassard? Feels like an age since I last saw you. Hey! Alright, I'm married. Shit. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This gentleman was on his way to meet with Alisaie. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Dang, I'm just caught in a trance. Wait, I know who you are. Alisaie has told me so much about you. You're two, aren't you? She knows Alisaie? I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alisaie quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as two? Yes. My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amh Araeng. I just had a bunch of bread, bro. I can't eat a meringue. And I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Okay, Tesleen, how's it going? Alisaie has been desperate to see you two, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see it on the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and we'll meet you outside. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try and make a meal of us? I thought you might. Alisaie was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going. Okay. Oh my god, what is this conspicuous circle? Yay. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet, hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alisaie was strong, but in her mind, she was never... Oh, that makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you could scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. Is this like, Little Alamigo, maybe? This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first, let's head inside, shall we? Yeah, it is. It's like Little Alamigo. Oh no. Why are they all so depressed? Are we gonna get this again at the start of this expansion? Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alisaie arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. Oh. Contagious? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alisaie who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alisaie give you the full explanation. Now, where is she? Exactly. I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out to the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Okay. Can you climb this? Do they have working ladders yet? Come on, Square Enix. Okay. Should have expected that. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. Oh, take care. Take them out. I got my personal army. What the fuck are these guys? Gilman? Look at this guy. There are more tracks here, but they end in massive disturbed sand. Uh-oh. Is she in trouble? I think Alisaie can handle herself, though. She's gotten pretty good with that sword. Wait, does she have the sword? Does it work here? Maybe it don't work. Uh-oh.
Get back here!
Yo! Hey, yo! What's up? Ed? Wait, what? Why are we going to a gravesite? She just casually jumps off a tower and... Okay. She got her new outfit? She's Santa now? You almost lost that one.
I had it under control.
Right
up until the
sure.
moment I didn't. I'll do better next time. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
How you been?
How are you?
A little weird. Thought you guys were dead. Wait, what? Why are we going to a gravesite?
We've fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He
How do we get you guys home?
Where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
That's true, holy shit.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims, nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
I wonder what it feels like. What do you guys think it feels like to get hit by the light? Like, do you burn, or is it like you just vaporize, or would it be like Moonbrita maybe, how she went?
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects, but when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
Right. That
then
sucks.
They either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Ah, they go, what's it called? Akashic?
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
I bet we're gonna get some of the Sin Eaters back.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Well, that's kind of fucked.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Are they still forming?
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
I guess they don't need to form because they can just plant their little eggs. Shit. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you take the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks in your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a sin eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slaving after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you slay whatever's prowling out here, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Okay. Dang, look at these little guys. These guys don't even have a body. They just have legs, a head, and a butt. I love how it feels like this area. It kind of feels like a little bit like Nier, but also kind of like Journey. If any of you guys have played that game, you know the little artsy game that came out a long time ago? Feels like that. Like the sand dunes. How hard does this guy hit? Hit me. Hey, bro. Okay, not that hard. Tender love. Give me some tender love. I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes, nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you notice it yourself, but individually these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. To cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. You've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Alisaie tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you find each other. You have no idea how badly Alisaie has missed your company. Everything is always, if two were here, he would... Aww, that's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Two's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Hey. I'm only teasing. Shit. No, I have no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Okay, I'm done with Tesleen. Okay, Tesleen. You and I? Tesleen? No. We're done. Alright? Come on, Alisaie. Bitch. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true, thank you. Could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I'm meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pawnil, Todin, and Halric. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleasant to meet someone new. Okay. She confessed her love and then took it back. Not fair. What? Oh, it's a kid. I thought it was just a really small human. He's kind of freaky. Halric remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin is hardened into something akin to plaster. Is this kid gonna change? He looks like he's gonna become one of those things. You've seen the patients? How were they? That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I am concerned about Halric, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers. I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take 2 to Mord Souk, if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ronron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, 2. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ronron's wares? Actually, we were looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines. Peach scrapes. Fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one, free of charge. Sick. Gods, I've never seen a Mord merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? 1 coin. Oh yes, I'll take the jar of honeyed worms as well. Wait, you eat that shit? Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. Sure, bud. The worms, if you please. Only the best wrigglers for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Glazed regulars, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Never fails. Sick. Shall we? She's a pro at this already. Sad music?
Look,
Dodge.
over there, where the wall is broken.
What lies beyond?
Do you see what lies beyond?
Oh, why is it always Alisaie says the things that I say right after I say them? We're connected.
That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
So the burn.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit.
Oh no. Do I know what's coming here? The offering? Oh no. Are we gonna lead him out in the desert, place down the fruit, he's gonna turn, and we're gonna kill him? Oh no, no, no.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters, but their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light.
Shit.
The
Poor
twisted
kid.
state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium, but for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn.
That sucks. He's
Tesleen
just a
and the
kid.
patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
Holy shit.
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
So they kill him before they turn.
But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Well, I don't, but chat does.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
Right. Kind of like... I nearly lost my head.
Play with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield.
I mean, technically he saved me before I got wrecked. There's no way I was winning that against another
So I
Ashen.
swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
Imagine having to poison a kid. Holy shit. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Urianger's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. That's also true, yeah. It isn't just a threat posed to others when a person becomes an eater. The pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Shit, man. I'm already depressed. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Yeah. Thank you. Alisaie's explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Ooh, terrible fucking decision, and we all know what's going to happen. Thanks. By the way, I'm not advocating for killing a child, just heartlessly, but I think the alternative is worse. Thanks to you though. If his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. She cooks. I take it back, Tesleen. You're not a bitch.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
Nice.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope it's not poison.
Aye, well,
or worms.
It's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
It's not the honey worms. Sure, you needn't have gone to the trouble.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests.
Don't be worms. Don't be the worms. I'll rather take the frogs.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
Saj.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Oh. Fuck.
I knew there was no way to save her. But I just couldn't face what needed to be done.
I'm not surprised.
That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable. To receive the mercy of a painless death.
So that's all this place is? Holy shit. They're just like a care home for people, their palliative care? And then they poison you? Oh my god. Okay, Tess, we gotta get you out of here.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief. But also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for. Even when you believe they go on to a better place.
This place has the one-up on Alagana, right? Holy shit. I thought that place was Depressoville.
I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
Ghost Boy? He's dead, bro.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let
so he's become like
and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea.
He's become like an ancient legend?
Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Right, yeah.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Yeah. Alisaie, you totally haven't met him either. She's got a great poker face.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Personally, Tess, I think he's a bit of a dick. I don't think he's a very nice guy. Why are we all looking up?
They're coming.
Uh-oh. That's ominous.
Tesleen!
Oh, fuck.
Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh, why did we make the bad decision? I told you. Kill the boy, then dinner. Fuck. Well, we're about to die. Dude, Alisaie, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone, Sally's just having dinner in the background. Have a nice dinner, Sally. We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are so suddenly agitated they can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric. Please be alright. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. Well, Miss Beans, What can I get for you today? Would you like a worm? A honey worm? A lovely honey worm? Okay. Okay, out we go. Finally, we get to kill the kid. I sound a bit too happy to kill him. I just see the inevitable. And as the Warrior of Light, I am I think the resident expert on these things, as has just been demonstrated, so I think we should listen to me more. You see no sign of Halric. Maybe he went further west. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna attack Tesleen and we're gonna have to save her. It's gonna be like a damsel in distress moment. Sorry, I'm just letting my fantasies play out in real time. Maybe that happens. Oh. We know this music. Stolas, where are you?
No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far.
Oh
We should
shit.
keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Oh, music just cut out. Oh shit, is that... Oh shit, it's the government trailer! She was a lot bigger in the trailer.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble.
Okay.
There it is! Is that... Oh no!
Oh, it's the kid! He's gonna die anyway. Let's not be hasty here.
Halric!
He's so unbothered. Oh my god, Tess. Okay,
we'll have to run.
I'm marrying her. No, 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 no.
Tesleen, no!
You fuckers in chat set me up for this.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it.
She did not deserve that. No. That's so shitty, bro. Yeah, she did not deserve this, man. What the fuck? She literally lived a life and helped people.
It's precious. No one should die in pain. Mother,
Aww. Was she gonna turn? Oh no, no! It's like the one thing. It's the one thing. She helped everybody else, not... Oh my god. Holy shit, this kid is freaky as fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god! What the fuck? Bro. Oh, those are her wings? Oh, holy shit.
No, 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 no!
Forgive me, Alisaie.
Oh. And she just flies off. Holy shit. That's so sad, man. Sally just sat and ate her dinner and knew what was coming. He just sat there. She was like, yep, here it comes. I'ma just eat my dinner. I'ma just eat my dinner and wait for him to come back after that whole thing. Dang, man. Another waifu down. What the fuck am I gonna do, man? Yeah, Tess. She did not fucking deserve that at all. That was crazy. It's like she spends her whole life in here helping everybody else, you know, providing like palliative care for everybody else. And then, you know, making sure that they don't turn into one of those. And then she saves the kid. And because of that choice, turns into the one thing that she helped everybody else, stopped everybody else from turning into. That's heavy, bro. I did not expect them to set, like, that was holy shit. I did not expect her to just die like that. I thought she's gonna be one of these little characters who's just like around and, you know, helps out every now and then, has like a little role to play here. They just did fucking Game of Thrones her straight off the bat. They're just like, hey, fuck it, dead. Yeah. The pain she went through there. She was like screaming. I bet, are we gonna meet her again? At some point we're gonna be able to undo. I know they said you can't, but I feel like we're gonna be able to undo the like crazy shit, the affliction, I guess. Yeah, I'm huffing that copium right now. All right, let's continue. I'm sorry too, I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on, not like this. Okay, so can we give the poison thing to this guy before we, these two, Pawnell and Todden, before some shit goes down again? You guys are like those creatures. You smell the emotional, the emotional hurt, despair, and you gravitate to it. Everybody's just like, welcome to Shadowbringers. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared. That there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. I know, right? Like, it couldn't have been you, Kasana. Sorry, that's harsh. I know, but like, it had to be her? Like, what the fuck, bro? Couldn't have been that this fucking kid? This kid who's just like, look at him. He's just completely whooshed out his mind. Like, what are you even doing, kid? What are you looking at? Does he talk? Nope. Halric is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. I mean, at some point we're gonna have to kill this kid. At some point. Like, we're just delaying the inevitable again, and someone else is gonna get it. This time it might be Kasana, but instead we had to have dinner first. Right. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. She's blaming herself. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I mean, I could have. I'm literally the warrior of light, guys. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. No, bro. Why do we continue to make this choice? Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. They're like, not again. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Tess. Farewell, Halric. Keep Tesleen's words close to your heart. He blinked. Twice. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes. And a purpose. This damned light building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I have gained here to hurt them. This place is the real Depressoville. This place takes the title, for sure. Forgive me too, I couldn't stay there a moment longer, but I was serious about what I said. While the men and women in the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way, with steel. From Eorzea's sword in the darkness to Norvrand's sword in the light. Gods above, it feels like an age ago now. Miss Alisaie, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amh Araeng. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. She's very demanding. Thank you for seeking me out too. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we had decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Alphie, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success. If he hasn't already, I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. But don't keep me waiting too long, eh? Level! Ding! Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so it tells YouTube to recommend it to other people like you. And if you're enjoying my videos and still haven't yet subscribed, consider doing so. I'd appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.